I'm Gavin Scott, your host. Welcome to the Stay Outstanding podcast, the show that shares wisdom and gifts knowledge, motivates you to be your authentic self, influences you to fulfill your true potential, encourages you to take action, and inspires you to step into your greatness. Da, 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 da. Amazing, amazing, amazing. A New Hope, episode 1. My episode 1, however, is entitled The Beginning. I guess it's the beginning of the Stay Outstanding podcast journey. So how did this all come to life? Well, it's quite an interesting question, actually. It hasn't got such a simple answer, but good things never do, I guess. I went to Spain August 2020. And decided that that was where I wanted to live. And so later on in the year, we were going through a second lockdown. And the only thing I could really do was walk up and down the beach, which I really enjoyed and I loved doing. And I used to walk 10 kilometers a day, basically, up and down, up and down. I probably went, sometimes 6 or 7 times. Just turn around and go again. But there was this one day where this great, big, massive rock protruding from the mainland, most commonly referred to as Gibraltar, there was a light. It was quite a dark day, quite a dark afternoon, quite windy, lots of clouds about. But this light just came off the top of a roof, a satellite, a spire, a chimney, something. It was obviously reflecting from the sun, but it just really caught my attention. I'd never seen it before. I'd walked hundreds of kilometers up and down the beach. I mean, I kind of almost used the tone up and down the beach as if it was tiring and wasn't enjoyable, which completely was not the truth. I was very fortunate during lockdown. It was a great, great privilege, fresh ocean air, the Mediterranean in sight. Absolutely delicious. Anyway, this light, it just caught my attention. And I was trying to think, about it. And the more I thought about it, the more I realised it was a sign. What was the sign, you're asking? Yeah. I know, guys, I know. Stick with me a little bit, stick with me. So, that evening, I'm having dinner, I'm thinking, what is this sign, what is this sign? Next day, I'm walking up and down the beach promenade, I'm thinking, what is this sign, what is this sign? The next week, I'm walking up and down this beach promenade going, what is this sign, what is this sign, what is this sign? Until one day, I don't know what prompted the thought. I don't know where the thought came from. The origin, the roots of the thought, I've got no idea. All I can tell you is that rather randomly, I asked myself, well, can you swim there? Of course, Gibraltar is not so much of an island, it's a headland. So it's adjoined to the mainland. So you wouldn't even really have to swim it. I mean, you could just paddle it if you liked, if you weren't a good swimmer. So you could definitely swim there. Curiosity cured the cat, as they say. Anyway, next day, next week, I'm walking up and down there, and it's a clear day. It's a clear day. You can see everything. And I'm like, what's that behind Gibraltar? Just so happens to be Morocco. And the curiosity inside of me was like, I wonder how far that is. It doesn't look that far. I wonder if you can swim it. So I'm at home and I do some research on Google, and it turns out that people do swim it. It's one of the top 7 open water canal swims, or channel swims, I should say, in the world. And there is actually a federation that rules over it, that does organise challenge days, events, races. I don't know why, but I just, got excited. You see, I'd done many, many challenges before, physical challenges, that is. I'd been to Mount Kilimanjaro, I'd been to Advanced Base Camp Everest, been to Mount Fuji, to name but a few. Been to several, if not many more. And I guess this just really appealed to me because it was something that I hadn't done before. Yeah, I'd always been a good swimmer growing up. As a child, I might have even participated in a speed race, 50, 100 meters. But never had I done a challenge swimming endurance. So I was like, well, you might like to do it, but you've got to know what your why is. If you don't know what your why is in front of a challenge, you'll never get over it. You'll never easily climb the hurdle. Well, there's no easily climbing the hurdle. There is just getting over and getting through. Breaking through even. So, for many years, I've been trying to change my own plastic habits in the hope that this would help me help others. And I thought to myself, okay, that is a good why. I'm going to help clean up the ocean in whichever way possible, whether it's just raising financial support and giving that to a specific entity that helps clean, or however it was that I could achieve the goal, clean the ocean. The number 1 pollutant in our oceans is plastic. Did you know that? Do you know that we consume so much plastic every single day, but we can't see it, so we don't think about it and we don't know about it? It's the out of sight, out of mind principle. So I wanted to bring this to people's attentions. And how was I going to do that? So I thought, well, I need a platform for my voice. at the same time, I'd been going through my own struggles, and I'd won many mindset challenges. I'd created a much more open perception, but there were still many to go through. And I thought, there are so many people out there that must be going through what I'm going through, or, need help going through what I'm going through. So if we create a platform for my voice, for their voice, this platform is going to speak to people. When you speak to people, you connect with people. And when you connect with people, you have the opportunity to inspire. And really, that's what it was all about. It was about, by taking action, inspiring myself to be better by taking that action. Now, you don't take that sort of action lightly, because you're talking about swimming an open water marathon. And the training that goes into that, and the self-sacrifice and the compromise, is huge. And then, of course, there is the fact that I could help people. I could make this place, this world, a better place. And if I could do that, then I could inspire others to do that. Fight for a better tomorrow. I believe in human potential. Honestly, it's unlimited. The only limitations is what we place upon ourselves. And so, really, without thinking too much more about it, I duly accepted the challenge. And that is when the Stay Outstanding podcast was born. Now, at that time, I was actually on a masterclass, learning from a mentor about podcasting. But I hadn't actually yet found my topic. And I'd actually spent months trying to find a title. We were kind of told no more than 21 characters, no more than 3 words. And it became very difficult. Until one day I decided that it wasn't about being better. I mean, of course it was and is, but by its very definition, being better suggests that there is a temporary sense of being better. And what I wanted to create was better, but not having to consciously acknowledge every single day that we could be better, that we could just be better consistently. How many of you would love, without thought, without effort, to be in a state of bliss every single day and not have to work to be there? I think we all would, right? The real question is, what are you willing to do to experience that? What are you willing to do to live that life? Are you willing to make changes? Are you willing to make sacrifices? Are you willing to make compromises? Along the way, it's going to be asked and asked and asked of you again. How much do you want this? Well, I wanted to share my message. I wanted to share my story with the world. I wanted to make this world a better place, not only for those of us who are here today, but for those of us who are here tomorrow. It all comes down to mindset. I felt I could only achieve that if I tried to affect one mindset at a time. I've already mentioned it. Out of sight, out of mind. Such a big thing in the plastic game. Oh yeah, the recycling bin. We'll just throw everything in there. Most people have no idea where it goes. Most people have no idea what processes it goes through. Most people have no idea whether it becomes recycled and reused. But they don't care. That's where they're told they have to place it, or that's where it's suggested that it's the best place for them to place it. And that's where they place it. Out of sight, out of mind. So, through inspiring others, I felt creating a shift in mindset would allow us to start making great progress in raising awareness about plastic pollution and creating this positive attitude, this positive vibration where people could go to and stay. Because let's face it, the more positive people we have in this world, the more positive environments those positive people are in, the more likely we are to live a positive life. That might sound a bit loco to you. It doesn't to me. It absolutely doesn't. For everybody to be living to their truest and fullest human potential, that's what I'm truly seeking to achieve. And I'm setting about my mission, affecting one mindset at a time. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you have, then please go ahead and listen to episode 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, because you're going to love them. You're going to learn things. You're going to have your minds opened. Going to see things in all new manners of perspective. So please do leave any comments down below. Please subscribe if you do feel you're getting value. And do feel free to email us. That's the Stay Outstanding podcast at gmail.com. We sincerely appreciate your feedback. And until next time, stay outstanding.